Hello there lads, Normium here. There is no excuse which I can use to justify my absence from YouTube over these past 7 months. And I'm extremely sorry for that, and I want to at least make up for that by making a new video. So, Arsenal is without a doubt is one of the most popular FPS games on the Roblox's front page. By the amount of concurrent players this game has daily, it truly is a beast with its place visits. But does Arsenal's content accurately represent its amount of place visits is the topic of today's video. Now, I really don't hate Arsenal as there isn't anything to hate about it. I'm here saying that I've grown to be not so much fond of this game anymore. Maybe it's the fact that I'm level 128 and that I've played this game for well over 2 years. And with that I want to state that all my thoughts in this video are based on my personal experience I had playing this game. And without further ado, the video shall begin. When talking about a game, how about I begin with the most basic things? How probably most people know already, Arsenal is in its core a copy of CSGO's arms race game mode. Yeah. Like there is nothing else to talk about that. It's just that. A whole game dedicated to a fucking game mode. And players love it. I certainly did as well. However, my experience over time became stale, which naturally happens with any game. In this game you play on different maps on different game modes as well. On paper that sounds cool, and also players at the end of each round can vote for which map and game mode they want to play on next. But, when it comes to game modes, for the most of the time you'll play competitive or its disabled ass brother named standard. God can't describe how much I hate the golden knife, and thankfully that's why the superior chat, that is competitive, comes to help. Standard is a game mode which the name describes itself. There are no filter on which guns will appear. You could get some top tier weapons. Or you could be the unlucky bastard that gets the worst trash that this game could offer, and it's up to you whether if you'll progress to the next weapon or be stuck with that weapon for God knows how long. When I'm talking about trash, I obviously mean the firework launcher. Just why does it exist? But that's just my opinion. Maybe other players find some other weapons to be trash. I can certainly say that I despise the fact that the 50 caliber sniper can be used to fly in air, and it's so goddamn annoying to fight these people. It's a sniper, goddammit Ralph. After those two game modes, you might occasionally play pistols only, automatics, and laser tag. And on the bottom of the list there is randomizer, and what other bollocks exist in this game. Now for something else that is also very important, maps. I'd say a lot more words about maps if I would have to ever get a chance to play many different maps. On God, I only ever saw like 3 or 4 maps. Those being Beach, Matrix, that ice rink map which name I'm not bothered learning. Maybe if would been better if I just searched up on the wiki for the map names. Oh yeah, I haven't forgotten about Sandtown and Dizzy, the latter being also copied from CSGO. Listen here, fellow viewer, I don't remember map names, I just play them. My mind only adapted to Dust 2 and Nuke, and oh crap, you say they don't exist in this game anymore? Bummer. I don't even remember the last time when I played on these maps. They were dear to me. But, time's changing and I should adapt with it. And for the end of this short segment, I just want to say that I'm okay with maps in Arsenal. They are not bad, but at the same time they are not good as well. They are just okay. Now, for the next segment I want to talk about weapons and levels. Levels in Arsenal are the most useless feature that I've ever seen in a Roblox game. Like damn, what's even their purpose existing in this game? Well, I guess I found their use in the beginning of this video when I said that I'm level 128, like it's some sort of way to flex the amount of time that someone has spent in this game. Other than that, they have no meaning and they are just used for show or display. And weapons, which are the staple of every shooter, obviously. When it comes to Arsenal, talking about weapons is a weird topic, at least for me. This game has a crap ton of weapons which, some of them are normal, like the AUG, MG42, MK18, M9 Beretta, many Kalashnikov variants and so on. And then there are the weird ones which, some of them leave me questioning. Why do they exist? The paper gun, the literal gun which deals the highest damage in game, paintball gun which deals way too much damage. The sunflower which is actually a deadly laser beam, the pizza box which also deals way more damage than it should, water balloons and etc. Also, it seems like that many of the weapons just stop existing whatsoever, which is the same situation with maps. The prime example here being the minigun, musket, and bison to some extent. Like, what's the last time that you've ever seen these guns, or some of the sniper models in P250 pistol, which who the hell knows if it exists in the code anymore. Some of these weapons are absurd and will hinder your gameplay generally, like the fire pumpkin bomb, which I still can't make sense how the hell does this thing even deal damage. I swear to God that when I direct hit my enemies with the pumpkins, they either don't get damaged or it just deals 30 damage because of the afterburn. Whilst standard can sometimes be a shit show with some of the weapons that make me question my existence, competitive is a way different experience. Competitive is a way greater chat version of casual. Only some of the weapons exist in competitive, and its greatest bonus is that there's no golden knife. Get a kill with the golden gun and you win. So I genuinely believe that competitive is one of the best game modes which Arsenal offers to its players. Oh yeah, and the final thing to talk about Arsenal are its loot crates. Can you even call them loot crates? I have no idea what's a better term to use for them. We have the usual skin crates, melee cases, weapon skin crates, and that last crap which has emotes, and some other bollocks that most people don't really care about, aka the flare case. This is cool and all, but how about I cover one of the most prevalent issues this game has? Its infamous cheating epidemic. I don't know why, or whether should I know why. I just know that for some reason a lot of people cheat in this game. Just, why? What the hell is the purpose of cheating in fucking Arsenal out of all games? Now listen, I get why people for example cheat in Swordburst 2. Believe me when I say that I despise grinding in that game. Those kinds of games which aren't generally focused on PvP are the ones which I'm okay with cheating. However, games like Phantom Forces, Arsenal, Bad Business, Hell Reaver and etc. aka FPS genre, that's where I cross the line and state that cheating is overall a shitty thing to do in this kinds of games. However, most cheaters in Arsenal have this weird trend where they hide in some random ass corner and then no clip everyone on the map. I don't know why, it just seems weird to me that players would cheat in this way. It isn't just Arsenal, but other old games as well. In the last video where I talked about Unit, I had this clip where some guy spammed explosions and practically killed my computer along with the explosion spam. Goddamned Counterblox has its own issues with cheating as well. And generally, other FPS games which I've mentioned have to some certain extent a cheating issue. I could go for a long time talking about cheaters and etc., but there is no purpose. So to conclude this video, we shall proceed with the final chapter, Arsenal's movement. Agility, or to simplify, movement, is a key factor of basically every game that exists on the planet. And Arsenal is no stranger when it comes to movement. However, this whole segment is me critiquing its movement system and how it is plain garbage. Normium, please explain how Arsenal's movement system is garbage. In what way specifically? Well, to summarize, Arsenal is heavily inspired by both CSGO and Team Fortress 2, and mechanics from the latter are to some extent included in Arsenal. Which mechanic? Rocket jumping. The simple art of shooting rockets at your feet and you accelerating into sky is one of my most favorite mechanics in all of games. And Arsenal's inclusion of this mechanic is so goddamn horrible. At least they got the launching yourself in the sky part done correct. However, once you launch yourself, there is no control. The key factor of rocket jumping in TF2 is that you can do something which is called air strafing. Basically, it's the ability to move left and right mid-air. And guess what? That doesn't exist in Arsenal. Oops, that can lead to some problems. Also, after the mess that is rocket jumping, I want to talk about two minor problems which exist in Arsenal's movement system. So the first one, it is possible for you to get stuck in midair for a quarter of a millisecond when someone shoots you whilst you're jumping. This is so goddamn annoying that there are no words in the English lexicon which I can use to describe my hatred for that occurrence. And the second one being just plain weird. When falling down you can get yourself stuck in a wall. Just how? Why does that even happen? Rolf, goddammit. Ralph, please fix.